I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, it's 24 degrees.
DailyDodge.com/contests. That's DailyDodge.com/contests.
Now at Leroy's, your old-fashioned meat market in Fox Lake, Horicon, and Ripon. This Valentine's Day, skip the restaurant and cook up something unforgettable at home with Leroy's. Surprise your sweetheart with tender, heart-shaped ribeyes or New York strips, all hand-cut and perfect for a romantic dinner. Or make it easy with Leroy's Valentine's meal, featuring scampi-style Gulf shrimp, pre-cooked prime rib, cheesy hash brown bake, Parmesan garlic asparagus, cheddar biscuits, and decadent red velvet cookies. All you have to do is heat, eat, and love the flavor. Pre-order by February 11th, pick up February 14th. Only available in Fox Lake and Horicon. And don't forget stuffed portobello caps for $6.99 a pound, cold water lobster tails for $7.50 each, choice tenderloin filet for $25.99 a pound, and so much more. And of course, the Amish Fresh Bakery every Saturday in Fox Lake. Remember, no one beats Leroy Meats.
From Lake Mississippi to Big Green and everything in between, we're talking about what's happening in your hometown. This is Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Ashton Oberzinski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They are locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. Speaking of showers and tubs, they can let their team help you design a shower you can unwind and relax in. From color and material choice to size and arrangement, there are a lot of design choices that need to be made before beginning the remodel process. They also have glass enclosures. They can convert a shower with glass panels and doors to make it a great way for your bathroom space to feel bigger and add some luxury. Go to PROFLR.com for all your flooring needs. And we are joined here today by Paul Morose with the Dodge County Collectors Clique. Paul, how are we today?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And before we get into your event coming up very soon, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and how you got involved with such a great group like this?
Well, I've been collecting things since I was a kid. In fact, my interests are so varied. I think I'm more of an accumulator than a collector. But, it started out, my brother and I were talking about this, it started out collecting coins when we had our paper route. There were a couple of people, one young fella on our street, I think, who was liquidating his dad's coin collection when he paid us the 70 cents every week that we got. But I had an uncle who was interested in coins and stamps, and I got interested in that too. But by and large, I eventually, went to what I'm doing today. I collect mugs, coffee mugs that come from radio stations, newspapers, TV stations. I used to be in the newspaper business, so you find them pretty much everywhere, and they're pretty cheap too. So that's. That makes it real helpful. But I've been living in Juneau about 30 years, and I don't remember the first time I went to the Clique, but I used to freelance for the newspaper, and so I'd go down and take pictures. And, of course, a number of my friends were there. It takes up the entire central, I guess we'd call it the gym space at the community center, and it fills up, with vendors, and it's always something new.
Yeah, awesome. And obviously the event coming up, it's your 53rd annual.
Correct.
So how long has the group been around, and how many years ago did you get started?
Well, I really joined up only about 3 or 4 years ago, even though I would go every year. But the group started in Horicon, and I first went to one of these shows in Horicon, and I was in the same building as the police department. It was an upstairs thing, which must have been something when all this stuff got hauled up all the way upstairs and all the way back. But the core group actually is all gone except for Bob Krieger. He'll be with us, and he was one of the first people. They collected bottles, and from there they said, let's put on an exhibit, and it kind of opened up from there because Bob, like me, is an accumulator. He's got rocks and postcards, and never know what he's going to bring to the show.
Yeah.
And from there, I don't know exactly when it came to Juneau. I don't know that there was any problem in Horicon, but one of the things about the Juneau show is it's on one floor, which means that the vendors can come in the back door, back and forth, and of course the customers, the public gets to come in the front door. We have no early floor rights. That's something that was discussed recently, and we never have had. But occasionally we get somebody sneaking in the back door who wants to look around, and that's fine. But they've got to go to the end of the line,
Yeah.
So it'll be February 22nd, Sunday. It's always the last Sunday in February, which means if you got a leap year, then we pick that one up. It's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Awesome. Well, we're going to hear more about it because we have to talk about, everything that's going to be going on and all the vendors that we have. But we'll save that for next block. So that'll be next year on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
There's no better time than right now to take care of yourself. Marshfield Clinic Primary Care helps you stay on track with screenings and vaccinations, or to simply connect on your overall well-being. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/primary care.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Wisconsin. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm Wally, and I'm just so sad.
What's got you feeling so down, Wally?
Oh, hey, Randy from Professional Floor Covering. I spent my new radio money on a mansion, but the floors look like a bad Facebook Marketplace ad. How am I supposed to spend all winter staring at this?
Well, wipe those tears, my dear Wally. At Professional Floor Covering, we have the perfect solution for your mansion mayhem. Like a wide selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP tile, and more. We'll measure and provide the design suggestions, all at prices you'll love. Need more than flooring? Get brand new cabinets and countertops or a luxurious shower or tub conversion. Professional Floor Covering has everything you need to transform your space before you're shut in for the winter.
Randy, you're a hero.
That's quite the exaggeration, Wally. But when it comes to the selection at Professional Floor Covering, there's no embellishment when we say we'll find you everything. Just visit PROFLR.com or our showroom in Beaver Dam today and see for yourself.
If you are an employer looking to tap into the next strong generation of local prospective employees, then you can't miss this. 95.3 WBEV, ESPN Beaver Dam, and DailyDodge.com will be hosting the South Central Wisconsin Career Expo on Wednesday, March 4th. From 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse, businesses will have the opportunity to meet with hundreds of eager juniors and seniors from area high schools. Employers can find more info and purchase a booth on the Career Expo page at DailyDodge.com.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our President's Day sale's going, and you can save big on all the brands you know, all the brands you love, and all the brands you trust. Did you know that no one sells Sealy for less than us? We have our Sealy Wintergreen Queen Size Mattress starting as little as $399. We have our Safa Park Sealy Posturepedic Mattress starting as little as $499. And we have an amazing deal, free adjustable power base with purchase of select Sealy Posturepedic Dallas mattresses. Come in, shop local, and save with our free adjustable power base event with our Dallas House mattresses, or save big on Purple. There's up to $800 off of Purple mattresses and Power Bases, up to $800 off of select adjustable mattresses when you buy Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, or Stearns & Foster's. And take advantage with these big brands and these big names with no interest financing for up to 60 months interest-free on select mattresses purchases, $19.99 or more. Shop local and save big on all the brands you know, all the brands you love, and all the brands you trust. Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam, and Watertown.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And we have a very fun event coming up the next 11 weeks. For our 2026 poker run. Join us at 8 poker run stops. You must be present in person to get a card at each stop. Build your best 5-card poker hand. You must be 21 or older to enter. Fans are eligible to win a prize once every 30 days and only one winner per household. You must be present at the final stop at the at the Dump Bar and Grill on April 8th to win. And there's a grand prize and secondary prize will be awarded. The grand prize this year is $2,000. The runner-up is a Chula Vista Resort Prize Pack, which includes a one-night stay and a vacation villa studio. That includes 4 water park passes, 2 $50 dining vouchers for Kaminsky's Chop House. Third place gets a $25 gift card to all the stops, which includes The Landing, Benvenuto's, Tower Lanes, Johnny's Lounge, Mayville Golf Course, and the Dump Bar and Grill. There's also be random drawings at the final stop for gift cards and Brewers tickets. Our first one is this Wednesday at the Landing Pub and Grill from 4 to 7. We hope to see you all there. And we are joined here today by Paul Morose with the Dodge County Collectors Clique. And we are talking about the big up-and-coming antique and collectible sale that will be at the Juno Community Center on February 22nd. Paul, can you tell us a little more about this? We have a card here, and there's food available. You're going to have a bunch of vendors. Can you give us an oversight of what it's going to be like?
Well, we have had, I guess, about an average of 500 paid admission over the last few years. Certainly, I've only been involved about 2-3 years. The club meets every other month, starting in January at the Legion in downtown Juneau. And we have about 35 members. Some are members simply to be at this show. And one of them is a postcard vendor. He'll be there with a few thousand postcards. He's interested in buying them and interested in selling them, as we all are. I mean, the right thing comes through the door, and you can bet there's some competition for it. We have a jewelry vendor, antique, classic, vintage, however you want to call it, jewelry. And all of these people are very interested in talking about their hobby. And if you have something that you want to, I won't say appraise, but at least want to find out more about, chances are there's somebody there who can help you. We set up early. But again, doors open at 9. Admission is $3. That's new as of last year. It went up from $2. I have one friend who said that's it. He's drawn the line. He won't spend the extra $1. But frankly,
you don't pony up the $3.
Right? Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know where you're going to have this much fun for $3.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a lot of the people who come to are just nosy. That's kind of where I started. I mean, we talk about, I had one of those. Yeah, I'm the guy who sold all his ball cards for like $10 in 1970, and he sold all my 1,500 comic books in about 1973 for $15. And I regret it, but nonetheless, there will be people there looking, to buy things for their own collections as well. They're not all just, dealers and vendors. So. Come on along, bring something you want talked about. We'll try and do it.
Awesome. And this event has been going on for 53 years, correct?
Correct.
What what keeps the event going on?
Well, what keeps it moving, I think, is the continued interest in what I guess we'd call collectibles. Antiques are some of that, you know. These days, Lego, for instance, Lego sets are big collectibles, which when I was a kid, you know, they hadn't been invented yet.
Yeah, I have a cousin who's 8 years old. My mom and my grandma have been trying to find a retired Lego set since like the beginning of December.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, last year my cousin sold his Lincoln Logs, you know, and he sold them. Actually, I remember to a lady and her little boy, because they want to play with them. Okay, you know, I mean, some things are for sitting on the shelf, but there are a number of those things there too. But I think what keeps it going is just the constant interest in vintage and just collectible things. You know, I don't know that we have a lot of ball card collectors. But I remember going to the Clique, and boy, there were some real bargains in that line. The only two things that we will not allow are pornography and firearms. Although frankly, I guess you could sell ammunition if you know if it were collectible. And the other thing is if somebody is interested in a particular area. I know I've done this, you know, I get their phone number, they give me their card, and we get together later and, you know, generally talk about what else I might have on the shelf because we have a lot of 4x8 tables, but every one of us has got stuff back home that couldn't make the trip, you know?
Yeah. And is this a big event for people outside of Dodge County?
Yes. In fact, a lot of our members are from, Madison. Some are from near Kewanee. And these are longtime members, too, you know. And, of course, people in Juneau, but Waupun is one of the places. We just had a new member, and he's interested in Watertown and Oconomowoc antiques. You know, he's from Oconomowoc. So we spread our flyers all over. A number of our members are also involved in shows elsewhere, Cedarburg, Waukesha. And so they get around and they have contacts, and those folks come to see us as well.
Awesome. And you have a very long many years evolved into this collecting. Have you gone to any other shows in Wisconsin, or is this really one of the bigger ones?
Actually, I've been to the one in Waukesha, which they hold they have sort of a coliseum, and I think that's probably bigger. Some of these that I haven't been to, but our members have. Milwaukee has I think they call it Brewerania show, which is all about, you know, beer, and it makes sense, and beer science and beer collecting, you know, and that's pretty large. And I try to make it to the Iola Old Car Show every summer. Not that I collect cars or, you know, would be allowed to, but and that, of course, is immense. So, in a sense, we're always kind of doing it, but I'm not like some of our members who, you know, will make probably a show every other weekend starting. I think we're the first one, you know. I can't think of one before that, but we've been in that spot for 53 years.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, people anticipate it.
And throughout the years going through shows, being a part of this, do you have a special item that you've collected that you've just always remembered?
Yeah. What's interesting for me is I have things that were left me by my grandparents, by my parents, even my great-grandparents, and they don't amount to a specific collection, but of course, you know, they have some sentimental value. I also am interested in antiques from the standpoint of how people approached certain problems with the resources they had. I don't know, that's sort of heady, I guess, but what it amounts to is I've got a dipstick for a Model A gas tank. The tank was round, I guess, and to find out how much gas you had, since the thing didn't have an indicator on the dash, people put this thing, it was sort of like a paint stick, and it was marked, and you stuck it in the top of the tank and then pulled it out. And it had these various marks on them because different make of automobile had different shaped tanks. So if you had an Oldsmobile or whatever, you had a mark on there. So again, they were doing what they could with what they had, and that gives it a little more interest. As far as ball cards, I never could quite get away, but I'm involved only myself, I guess, in something I call corner collecting. There are a lot of sports cards out there that, there are millions of them, so the value tends to have fallen off since about 1990. But if, say, you're interested in fathers and sons, you can get the Ripkins, for instance, and it won't cost you a whole lot. Or, Ed Ott and his son, or Yogi Berra and Dale, for instance. Or, any other players from Wisconsin, people who grew up in Wisconsin or played for the University of Wisconsin, in some manner. Again, I like that because I don't have to shell out a lot of money for, say, rookie cards and some of the things that now are really, really is an industry.
Yeah, you were speaking about the way they used to do it, and last week we had a guest here who brought in a sleigh foot warmer that they used to put coals in.
Yes.
And he was like, "Have you ever seen this before?" I was like,
No, no.
Never. Yeah, so that was really cool to see. But definitely, we only have a couple minutes left.
Right.
So can you remind everybody about the show, where it is, anything else you find very important to let them know? And then,
Okay, well, again, it's the Antique and Collectible Sale from Collectors Clique, and it's at the Juneau Community Center, 500 Lincoln Drive in Juneau, just across from the city park. Plenty of parking behind the community center. It'll be Sunday, February 22nd, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Admission is $3, and children under 12 are free. This year we'll have Chef Chance preparing food. He's able to help us with that. And all in all, come on down. We have we have 4 door prizes, $25 each. It's a certificate. It has to be used among our vendors. We have that self-interest in mind. But we will be giving those out in the morning, later in the morning and possibly even afternoon. And I believe there's also a couple of free subscriptions to Yesteryear, which is the sort of Wisconsin antique buyer, trader, seller publication. And in fact, we're written up in their latest issue, and we will give away a couple of subscriptions to that to some fortunate individual.
Well, awesome. We'll definitely head out to the Juneau Community Center on Sunday, February 22nd from 9 to 2 p.m. Well, thank you so much, Paul, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And when we come back, Kayla and I will be discussing probably the Olympics or something around there. No, the boys are back from Mexico, so we will not be talking to them anymore. But that'll be next year on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Mike Tebusky. Glenn Maxwell is facing a deposition this morning from the House Oversight Committee. It comes as scrutiny grows around those named in the latest release of Epstein files. Included among them is Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, who's under pressure from some in Congress to resign. The Guthrie family is responding to the ransom demand for the return of their missing 84-year-old mother, Nancy. Today's show host Savannah Guthrie, with her siblings alongside her, told her mother's captors they are willing to pay. Retired FBI agent and ABC News contributor Brad Garrett.
And I think that what they're saying is, we know the deadline is Monday. Again, assuming any of this is accurate or true, because we don't know that we'll see what happens, I guess, this afternoon.
The mood in Seattle this morning is jubilant as Seahawks fans celebrate last night's big win over the New England Patriots. This is ABC News.
Hey, it's Stacy from Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stay tuned to my friends here at 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, live from the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network. I'm Tad Aylin. Wisconsin finds more than 1,600 child labor violations at Burger King franchise locations across the state. Those violations are found at Cave Enterprises. They operate more than 100 Burger King franchises in Wisconsin. Investigators say nearly 600 teens ages 14 and 15 worked without the required child labor permits. 3-year bachelor's degrees may be coming to the UW system. The Universities of Wisconsin System Board of Regents Friday reviewed revisions to a policy which would allow campuses to develop reduced credit degrees, which commonly require 90 credits rather than a minimum 120. And the Wisconsin State Patrol reminds drivers to turn on their headlights. State law requires headlights during hours of darkness when you can't see 500 feet ahead and in fog, rain, or snow. The State Patrol urges extra caution for motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians who rely on lights and reflective gear to stay visible.
Hi there, it's Scott from Pentatonics. So from the beginning of our journey in music, the foundation has been music education. It's so incredibly important that we continue to show kids the importance of music in our schools, in our homes, and even in the car. Music is such a powerful expression of emotion and individuality, and we are responsible for keeping the love for music alive. This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In sports, the Seahawks dominated the Patriots 39-13 to win Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara on Sunday night. It's a second Super Bowl win in 4 tries for Seattle. Brewers made a trade this morning, sending Caleb Durbin to the Red Sox in exchange for a package of players, including lefty Kyle Harrison. Also, infielder David Hamilton and fellow lefty Shane Drohan comes to Beertown. Beaver Dam High School girls hockey team gets the number 1 seed in their sectional bracket. The Golden Beavers will open up tournament play on the 24th of February at the Family Center. Try to wrap up an undisputed Badger Conference Championship on Tuesday night when Janesville comes to town on Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam boys a 10 seed in their sectional. They travel to number 7 seed Fond du Lac Tuesday, February 17th. Bucks in Orlando tonight, 6 o'clock the broadcast time on 95.3. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
Sunshine, blizzards, downpours, even school and community closings. Never get caught off guard with the latest weather conditions and cancellations at DailyDodge.com. Brought to you by Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning.
A few flurries possible at times. Today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 34. Winds out of the south, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 29. Tonight, cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 36. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies expected. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, it's 24 degrees.
Since 1998, the Good Karma Brand's John Moser Children's Radiothon has distributed nearly $3 million to nonprofit organizations serving children in Dodge County and the surrounding areas. You can help make a difference by getting involved today. Help support the cause by donating an item to our 27-hour on-air live auction, hosting a fundraiser event, or making a monetary donation through Venmo. To learn more, visit dailydodge.com/radiothon.
At Prairie Ridge Health, our physical and occupational therapy team is here to help you move with confidence again. Whether you're recovering from an injury, a fall, or regaining strength after surgery, our rehab therapists are by your side. Early morning and evening appointments are available at our clinics in Beaver Dam, Columbus, and Sun Prairie. Learn more at prairieridge.health.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And it is Monday, which means we are talking to the great Diana Ogle from the Park Village Shopping Center. Diana, how are we today?
Girlfriend, I am blessed and unstoppable today. It's Monday.
We love to hear that. And it is a big weekend this weekend.
It is. You know, it's Valentine's Day weekend, sister.
It is. You got any special plans?
You know, well, I hope my husband does. I can't say it out loud, but I sure hope he does. He does. No, see, my guy, Greg, luckiest man in the world to be married to me, and I tell him that all the time. And he does random stuff, like not even Valentine's Day, not even my birthday, not even our anniversary. Sometimes he'll just come home with flowers. Sometimes he'll just buy me jewelry just because. And
That's
I'm
amazing.
Like,
we love it when they do that.
We do. You know, but with Valentine's Day, it's on Saturday. So Park Village Shopping Center offers a lot. So you can get your cards, your candy, your flowers. You can get a nice dinner at Saki House if that's what you're looking to do. Ice cream cake at Baskin Robbins, and who doesn't like an ice cream cake?
Exactly.
And so we've got, you know, you can go to Hobby Lobby. You can get stuff at Ollie's. I mean, so it's kind of a one-stop shop. Now, maybe you want to not go out to dinner. Maybe you just want to grab some steak and lobster at Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, take it home, get a bottle of wine to pair well with that. You know, you could do that. And then it's going to be decent enough this weekend. You could grill, just, you know, hang out and have a nice candlelit dinner at home. Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful this weekend. Well, not beautiful, but better than it has been.
Anything above 20 seems to be beautiful.
Exactly.
Oh, no. We're like, we're having a heat wave. I have a gal pal of mine that lives in Texas. She said it was 25 degrees here. I go, we're out in shorts and T-shirts when it's 25.
Yeah.
I said, we're good.
Yeah, my Nana who lives in Florida, she's like, it is 45 today. And I was like, it is negative. It is, you'll be okay. But anyways.
Negative 45, Nana.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Valentine's Day is coming up on Saturday, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up, and I don't say all guys, but there's some guys that kind of wait till the last minute. So if you need to grab yourself a gift that is heartfelt, Park Village Shopping Center. There's a lot of places to shop in beautiful Beaver Dam. We're very blessed with a lot of places to shop, but you can kind of just do a one-stop shop and grab what you got to get. I mean, maybe you just want to get a case of Spotted Cow, go home and sit on the deck and have cheese and crackers. Maybe. I don't know. But, you know, we got you covered no matter what. And just go take care of the people that you love, whether it be your mom, your mother-in-law, your wife. You know, maybe you're not married yet. Maybe you got a girlfriend. Maybe, you know, maybe your niece. Just anybody. Anybody that just, in today's world, just give them a little extra loving. You know, maybe give them a gift certificate to Elevated Yoga. That would be amazing. Yeah, buddy. Just have some nice quiet time. I wouldn't even mind a gift certificate from Hobby Lobby. I'm telling you straight up.
I get lost in that store.
I'm telling you, that's my kryptonite. I'm in there like, holy moly. It's just crazy. So whatever you want to spread some love and joy, Park Village Shopping Center's got you covered. We got it covered from candy to cakes to ice cream to gifts. You name it, we got it. And you know why, Ashley? I'm going to tell you why. Because I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
There it is. Well, Diana, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope Greg has everything planned out for you. And we will talk to you next week.
Absolutely. Keep rocking it old school, sister. We love you guys.
You too. Bye, Diana. And next on Hometown Today, Kale and I will be talking about some Olympics and what's going on in Beaver Dam. That's next here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
You can do more than just admire the Daily Dodge TV studio online. You can sponsor it too. If you want to bring more attention to your business, contact us by leaving a message at 920-885-4442 or click the Contact Us tab at DailyDodge.com.
Thinking about selling your home this winter? You might be surprised it can actually work in your favor. With fewer homes on the market, your listing has a better chance to stand out. And buyers shopping in the winter? They're often more serious, relocating for work, or ready to make a move. Less competition and motivated buyers can mean smoother showings, cleaner offers, and a quicker path to closing. If you're curious what the winter market looks like locally, we're happy to share. Call Kladowski Real Estate at 920-219-9212.
Winter is here, and that means snowplows are on and running. Make sure yours is ready when you need it most. At Hupp's Repair Center, a simple call gets your plow in, serviced, and out the door in tip-top condition. Need a new plow? Hupp's Repair Center sells and installs quality Hinneker and Western plows to keep you moving through the toughest storms. And hey, truckers, near and far, that frigid cold is settling in again. Keep those rigs up and running. Huffs recommends servicing your air dryers once a year, especially if you're on the road daily in this cold. Treat that fuel before you're stuck needing an emergency roadside call. But if you do get stuck in the cold and your truck won't go, give Huffs a holler. They'll get you back up and running fast at a fair price. Call 920-885-3910 for all your needs, including on-the-road service. Stop in for fuel treatments, plow parts, fluids, and everything you need to stay rolling this winter. Because at Hupp's Repair, they've got you covered. And remember, if Dick and the guys can't fix it, it ain't broke.
This is the WBEV Morning Show.
Sherry, have you heard from Larry yet today?
No. Should I be concerned?
Well, sometimes people run their households like a business, they say, and it says you can lay off your significant other now to save money for the holiday. This is legit.
Right.
And then about February 20th, hey, Gladys, I miss you. I think let's give it a try again. Let's make it work.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000-watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Kale, I do have you up on the screen. I nailed it this time. How are we today, Kale?
I'm doing great on a Monday. How are you doing this Monday morning?
Well, now that I know it's actually Monday, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
I know that's a good start to know what day of the week it is.
Yeah,
That's usually helpful.
yeah.
And it was a big weekend this weekend.
It was.
I even got some official music for us. How about that? Wow, feeling fancy right now. Feel like I'm right over there in Milan.
Yeah.
Big opening weekend of the Olympics this weekend. Did you catch any Olympics action?
So I caught Sunday morning mostly. That was when I did my watching. And I woken up and I got on like my phone and I saw the ESPN notification that Lindsey Vonn went down. Yeah. And then I like turned it on and I was like, okay, obviously it's already aired, but I turned it on and I was like, and I saw the replay and I was like, oh my gosh. That was bad.
Yeah, that's a tough way to end a career. You know, she
Yeah.
had already essentially retired, came back, gonna do this one more time, gets injured and doing a training run 8 days before competition, tears an ACL, rehabs it, works out, says I'm going on this torn ACL. And what surprised me, it was interesting because I had known about it because obviously that happened at like probably 7 a.m. our time.
Yeah.
So by the time I got up Sunday, like it was all over that, hey, this had happened, blah, blah, blah. And I had seen the video. Obviously, it was circulating social media. And then after the Super Bowl yesterday, they went back to their Olympics coverage. I was surprised they ran the coverage of that race. I didn't think they would do that, but I guess it wasn't too gruesome to watch. Like it was heartbreaking to watch, just knowing Lindsay's story. But no, you didn't see anything gruesome. But
she just like spun out. Like you didn't like see like a bone or anything.
Yeah, exactly. But what surprised me watching, because I'd only seen clips, of the actual wipeout. What I had not realized is like how early into the run that happened, which is it's like, man, it's not even towards the end. It was like within the first, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was quick.
The other thing about the skiing, by the way, the coverage, there is a couple of sports, including skiing, where they've added drone coverage this year.
Interesting.
Did you notice during any of the downhill skiing they had a drone following the skier down? This is the first time that you really get a sense of just how ridiculously fast they are going down. And it's scary. I mean, you can tell they're going fast. Yeah, they've had speedometers on them for the last few Olympics. So you see a number, you're like, oh, that is fast. It's hard to really comprehend what that looks like as you're going down the hill until now with that drone following them and goes at the same speed. I'm like, that is dizzying watching that.
Yeah, and
That's
you could
insane.
hear the zip of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's so fast. Yeah, so I know we got lucky. We kind of had our weekends are usually so packed, but we kind of had one of those rare weekends where we actually got a decent chance to watch a decent amount of coverage. I think at least, maybe not the whole family, but I think I watched at least a few minutes of pretty much every sport that the USA competed in, I think. I mean, I got some figure skating in. Obviously, the USA taking home the gold for the team event there, which is awesome. Got to watch some downhill skiing, which Preezy Johnson getting a gold medal there for the USA.
Yep, I saw that one.
That was good. I watched some luge. I think you got to watch a little luge as well.
Well, I was sitting there how is this an Olympic sport? I was so... And then I did some research because I was like, seriously, how do you get good at this?
I saw a theory online this weekend that said the only way luge could have possibly started is there was a bunch of guys standing around in the Swiss Alps or winterous mountainous area having a few beers, and they looked at the hill and were like, and they had a couple of spare blades. Were like, hey, let's throw this on a board and go sledding down the hill as fast as we can. Yeah, it is pretty. It's a lot more athletic than you think. It's you got to have a strong core to steer that thing down. I mean,
exactly.
Again, another one of those. You're really flying, and again, that's another one that's had some new angles, so you can actually really see just how fast they're going, which is crazy. So yeah, I got to watch a little luge. Got to watch figure skating, skiing.
I really like the figure skating.
What's that?
I like figure skating. I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. Oh, of course. I can't believe I watched a little Badger women's hockey. Oh, excuse me. I mean USA, Team USA. Yeah, a lot of Wisconsin Badgers on that team. You saw Hillary Knight.
Yeah.
They're all. The rest are blanking me out right now, but yeah, a lot of Badgers on that team. So we got to watch that. Watched the biathlon, which you missed. I almost texted you last night biathlon is on right now. If you don't believe this is a real sport,
I still can't believe that.
Yeah, cross country, and then you stop and you take some target practice. It's fascinating to watch. So, watch some curling. I got to watch some curling. That was good stuff. Team USA doing pretty good. That is a funny story. They did a piece on the mixed doubles team from the U.S. whose I forget their last names, but both teammates are named Corey. Corey with a K and Corey with a C.
Okay.
And male, female, right? That's what mixed doubles mean. And they ran a piece on the story that was kind of funny and cute because they were both kind of individual curlers that kind of knew each other from the curling club. And the guy decided he really thought it would be great if they became a pair and curled together as a team. And so he did basically a proposal.
Interesting.
He invited her out to dinner and was acting all weird and he's like, I was so nervous to ask, and then finally spit it out hey, I think we should be curling partners, and she thought it was really funny and cute. And
that's awesome.
Here they are. We're on their way to a gold medal, so that's exciting to watch. And so, yeah, it's been fun. Oh, opening ceremonies were good too on Friday. We watched.
I did not catch those.
Yeah, we watched a lot. It's always watching the opening ceremonies is always so fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Because obviously you get a really good feel for the culture of the host country that you might not really get otherwise, which is one of the things I love. I always try to make sure the kids watch with me.
Yeah.
At least some of it. They get, the thing, I think this year's went on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. There was a part of it this year where it's hard to explain, but there was music and dancing going on, and then there was what appeared to be these giant floating tubes of paint that eventually spilled out onto the stage, but it was actually colored fabric that poured down and then spread out as it hit the stage. And then there was all these dancers in different costumes representing all the different cultural pieces of Italy. There was food represented. There was architecture represented. They were all in different colors, and it almost created this like crayon pack on the stage. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So that was fun watching opening ceremonies. Of course, parade of athletes. Really interesting this year watching the opening ceremonies happening in 4 different locations. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see it was 4 different. No.
Yeah, so they had 4 different locations it was going on because this Olympics is really, really spread out. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of all the athletes that have to be in the mountain, right? The skiers and snowboarders wouldn't be able to be at the stadium where the main one was happening because of the distance and then when, competition was going to be starting up. And so they had it in multiple locations, which was really cool. So they had athletes marching in from each of those locations, and the camera shot would keep cutting to the 4 different locations. And then for the first time in history, 2, not 1, but 2 Olympic cauldrons were lit. One down by the stadium and then one up in the mountains, which is really fascinating.
That's what that was. My parents and I were talking about that because we couldn't, for the life of us, figure out why it was historical.
Yeah, it's the first time that the cauldron's ever been lit in 2 separate places, and the cauldrons are really, really fascinating this year. I don't even know. They're like what do they call those, like connect spheres that like fold out, and it's a ball, but it folds in and out. It's really fascinating. So, yeah, Olympics underway, going to be going for about the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
As far as medal counts go right now, I mean, we're only in the first weekend, so we haven't even started some competitions. I can't wait to watch. I'm really excited to watch bobsled. I'm Team USA all the way until we get to bobsled, and then, of course, I'm Team Jamaica. But Team USA too. I'm rooting on for both of them. But so medal count right now, Norway leads the way. Right now with 6 overall medals. 3 of those are gold. Switzerland sits in the 2nd spot with 4 medals overall. 3 of those are gold. USA sitting at 2 medals, both of those gold, as we talked about. Austria is in 4th place with 4 total medals. Just 1 of those is gold. And then Italia, the home country for the Olympics this year, is in the 5th spot with 9 overall medals. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. That's like more than what the other numbers were. But there's like a point system because only 1 of those 9 is gold. So there's like a point system
makes sense.
That weighting system. So that's why they're in 5th. You're like, wait, they've got the most overall medals, but only 1 of them is gold so far, which of course was in speed skating. There was another sport I caught a little bit. I actually watched.
I watched a little speed skating too. I used to always think about The Office with Michael Scott and his, oh my God, what's it called?
Drawing a blank.
Oh my gosh, what is his? I'm gonna look it up. But keep going.
So I actually got to, I watched Italy win their only gold medal in speed skating, which was exciting. And how about this? I mean, talk about a storybook story with their gold medal. I forget the woman's name.
Threat Level Midnight.
There you go.
There you go.
I forget the woman's name, but she won it in front of her home crowd with her little son there, and it was her 35th birthday.
Aw, that's awesome.
What a birthday present to win gold at the Olympics. So, yeah, that was exciting. That is where the medal count sits, and a lot more Olympics coverage to go. Ashley, want to mention, we got just a couple minutes left. We're going to talk a little high school sports here in a minute, but wanted to mention, a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, we got the really great opportunity to have Ben Moana here on Hometown Today down in studio. He played a few songs for us. Amazing. He was over at performing at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater this past weekend as part of the HorrorCon Phoenix Fire and Ice series, and they've got show number 2 coming up as part of that series. It's going to be coming up on March 7th over there at BDACT. It's going to be the Joseph Huber Band, and they are also going to be joining us on Hometown Today coming up on Wednesday, February 25th. So you want to mark that on your calendars. They are going to be live in studio, and they will also be performing live for us. It's going to be a full band setup. It's going to be really fun. We actually had Jeff and Ninja, our tech wizards, down there last week kind of arranging the studio because it's going to be a full band setup. It's going to be really exciting. Sure. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. It's never going to be as good as Ben Moana will be golden.
Exactly. Again, that's Wednesday, February 25th, 9 a.m., so don't miss that. And Ashley, we got some high school sports coming up this week here.
We do. We have nothing tonight. We just have the Bucks at the Magic. But tomorrow we have Janesville coming to town for Beaver Dam girls hockey. That one will be on Daily Dodge TV. As well as Beaver Dam girls basketball is at Wanakee. That one will only be on 1430 ESPN. Both of those will be starting around 6:45. And then this weekend, the big Slam at the Dam, which was rescheduled from November because of that huge snowstorm we had.
Yeah.
So we'll have, I think, 6 games, right?
Six games total.
Yep.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen Thanksgiving weekend, and then we had all that weather move through. So teams had to all get together. And big shout out and appreciation to all the teams for working together to find us a date, because that's 6 games. So that's 12 different teams from around the state that had to figure out a date. So there you go. There's a Valentine's Day date idea for you. So head down to the Beaver Dam High School this Saturday for Slam at the Dam. 6 games. First game starts about 11 o'clock with Watertown and Waukesha South, and then we cap off the night with the home team Beaver Dam taking on Monroe. And, of course, all the details on that available on the sports page, dailydodge.com.
Yep, and that'll do it for us here today on Hometown Today. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Energy does more than power homes and businesses.